Get your focus back, because when you are looking at things, the challenges we're going to encounter, trying things in our lives, things that will come into our lives to shake our faith, to shake us up, to move us out of the plan that life has for us, to move us out of our purpose. And so we lose ourselves and we lose our focus, because I believe that a lot of times things come at us, trying circumstances come at us to take our focus, to take your focus, to cause you to become distracted. Because when you become distracted and you lose and you don't really know who you are, then it's easy to walk around with self-limiting beliefs that you're not good enough.
We all have our own definition of what strong is. There isn't one definition or one size that fits all. But I think that strength comes from many, many different sources. And sometimes, we often think that it is our inspiration often comes from a lot of heroes around us. We look around us, we look at people who've overcome difficult things. We look at people who have handled challenges, who have, endured tremendous suffering, who've overcome obstacles. And I think it's really important to be aware of who some of those heroes and role models are and look to them for incredible inspiration. But I also want to leave with your viewers that you can look inward and you can look towards your future self, towards the person that you would love to become. Let him inspire you as well. Let her give you strength. The person that you want to become is you. You get to create them in your mind. And when you can start seeing yourself a week from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you can start to connect to the person that you would love to become, the highest and best version of you, that person is going to give you tremendous strength, tremendous resilience, and tremendous inspiration to start taking the important and necessary steps towards creating him or her and becoming him.
We are energetic beings, and every emotion holds a specific energy. And so when you take an emotion like shame or pain or anger and you suppress it, you stuff it somewhere into your body, and it literally sets roots wherever it lands. And those roots grow and they take over your DNA. And if they are not addressed, first they will warn you with a emotion. So anxiety, depression, sadness, anger. That's your warning sign saying, hey, you've suppressed something here and you need to handle it. And if you don't listen to that, then your body goes into physical crisis. And what that looks like is, for instance, if somebody said something that hurts your feelings and you stuff it, it typically lands in your chest area, your heart center, and that's going to cause high blood pressure. It can cause a stroke. It can cause a heart attack. It can cause breast cancer. And that's exactly why I have echolalia, is because I couldn't speak my truth for 18 years. And for 18 years, I swallowed everybody else's bitterness towards me, and I didn't address it. And so my esophagus said, you know what, honey, you ain't listening, so now we're going to shut down. And so I have learned through going back and healing those emotions and speaking my truth, which is one of the reasons I do what I do, speaking out and being that transformational coach and speaker, is to heal myself. I'm allowing others to heal through my words, but I'm healing myself. And through speaking, it opens my esophagus back up and allows me to manage my condition instead of having doctors cut me apart and try to do it for me. So it's so...
One of my moments, I heard 4 words, and those words were faith, filter, forgive, and focus. So it was a whole bunch that went on when I heard those words whispered to me, I believe by God. And over time, they culminated into the 4 books. And those books help people to, one, have faith that your situation is not going to always be the way that it is. If it's a negative situation, then you just got to get out. Filtering those negative thoughts, just like a filter. Those negative thoughts go in, people throw dirt on you. You just filter it right out and take only the good. forgiving yourself for being in a certain situation, forgiving the people you think betrayed you or hurt you or did you wrong, and then focus on conquering until successful is the acronym for focus that I've used. And you're gonna focus on whatever your idea of success is, whether it's just getting up tomorrow. That may make you a success if you're really down in the dumps or dejected or depressed, or if it's starting a business. Everyone doesn't want to start a business because of responsibility, whether it's writing a book, whether it's finding another 9 to 5 or going up in the ranks. So those are some of the things that I've been able to kind of do with writing. And then people have, been attracted to those things that I experienced in my low points. They're now able to use because I shared it. I wrote about it.
I was using drugs and alcohol to escape boredom, to numb my nerves. And what I eventually discovered was I just want to feel good. I just want an instant change and I want to feel good. And I stepped back and I said, I think that's a very admirable thing. I think it's good that I want to feel good. I'm not looking to do anything drastic. I'm not suicidal. And I may be a little depressed, but my number one aim is pleasure. It's to feel good. The problem is the vehicles I'm using to get me from point A to point B are disempowering. They're immobilizing. They're not good for me long term. I can't sustain it. They're not good for the people around me, my community, the greater world. So what I eventually thought was, well, I'm so easily offended. Whenever I get offended, I don't feel good. When I focus on all the negative, when I focus on everything that's wrong, which is very easy to do, especially right now, I don't feel good. I come from a place of negativity and my actions don't turn out to be very good either. So I made a decision a long time ago, and I still work on it on a daily basis. It's I want to be one of those types of people who isn't easily offended. I want to feel good. So one of the vehicles I now use to feel good is my mindset, my attitude toward things, because as they say, what you focus on, you feel, right? And in my opinion, what you focus on, you find in your environment. My belief is that the world is an abundant place. So what's amazing is once you identify and define what you want, in my experience and through the experiences of hundreds of people I've had the blessing of teaching and coaching over the years, the right solutions magically appear. The right people start showing up. The finances finally come through. I mean, it's an amazing thing that takes place when you just take a little time and figure out what you want.